How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In our last episode, we had made our way over to Mount Prye because Team Aqua and Team Magma are of course up to their nefarious deeds, and of course it's our duty to stop them along on our way to become a Pokemon Master. So we noticed that they were making their way to the summit because of course there's something they're doing over here. And as we make our way forward, we see that Team Aqua has already made their stop over. So of course, let's go ahead and start battling all of their admins just to try to stop them. Too bad for you. If you came earlier, you would have had to battle with that windy Team Magma. But since you arrived now, you had to take on us toughies. Take on us toughies. Yes, what a great way to put it. Although it does make sense why Team Aqua would beat Team Magma. I mean, water versus fire. Pokemon has taught us that is not a good matchup. I was about to do the same thing right there. So then you go ahead and switch because I do not want to be a Team Magma instant. And it probably doesn't even have a water type in the game. Alright, so knocks it out, then we deal with the rough skin. Yep, okay, we deal with the rough skin. That's not a big deal for us. Oh, I should have let you take on Team Magma first. He didn't even know we were coming. Why would that even matter? No, those Team Magma glues have gotten ahead of us. We can't fall behind. And I believe, yeah, so we have two Aqua Grunts and then a double battle coming up shortly. Yeah, they don't have really great Pokemon, do they? Or they do. I mean, well, the better word to use is potentially they do, but of course they decide to, you know, not evolve their Pokemon. Which I understand the whole point is to not make like a lot of the Grunts like overpowering, but still, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, let me just switch. As much as Kurama could handle Zubat very easily, I'd rather not let it lose all its PP. Headbutt should do the trick. I thought you were one of Magmas who happened to be back. Okay, that's no. Alright, let's just go with this double battle. We saw you at Mount Shipment. You don't belong to either team. You don't belong to either team, so why you wouldn't be here? Cause, oh I know, you tried to join the Team Magma, but they wouldn't have had you. Well, you don't think that we'll let you join our team. I don't want to join either one of y'all. I just want to go on my journey again, but y'all are making it hard. Y'all can just let me be me. Like, the whole point of me doing all this is just so I can go on my own journey. I got my own things to do. I don't really care about joining you guys, like, honestly. That is, like, the least of my concerns right now. I was about to hit my own teammate. I've never done that, but imagine I will do that just because I said that now. It's probably gonna happen when I just least expect it because I always say what ends up happening later whenever I try to say that it's not gonna happen. If that makes sense. Alright, but honestly, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on today's episode, and probably for the next episode too, this is pretty much one of the final story arcs for Team Aqua and Team Magma. So in all honesty, what's going to be going on today is we're going to be trying to stop both of them. I think how it works in Emerald, I know in Sapphire and Ruby, depending on the game you got, for Sapphire you'd be stopping Team Aqua, and then for Ruby you'd be stopping Team Magma. But in Emerald you're pretty much stopping both. Because I believe first you do Team Magma, you go to their hideout and try to stop them, and then later on after you head over to Lily Cove, you try to stop Team Aqua, and then you stop them, and then you figure out the whole point of everything going on, even though they basically told you. And I honestly don't remember, but I don't know if the anime came, I know that the anime came around the same time as the games, I just don't know if Emerald did, so if the anime didn't explain it already, then the games already will. For those who've watched it, or can remember it. I barely remember it. Alright, so this is, let's see. Archie, Team Magma's maxing got ahead of us, but we also got what we wanted. The red orb preserved at Mount Prye. Archie now have it in my possession. Now we can bring our ultimate objective to fruition. Okay team, we pull out. Oh no, that can't happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue and red orb must never be separated. They belong together. What are those men trying to do with those two orbs? Ah yes, it was Team Magma who came and took the blue orb first. Oh, in their haste they left this behind. I couldn't imagine what exactly it could be. I would like you to have it. Perhaps it'll be useful in some way. And it will be. The Magma emblem is going to give us a good rite of passage. Let's see what you got to say. Mount Prye is where the calm spirits of Pokemon have passed on. This is the high place where one can see all of Pokemon. This disembodied spirits of Pokemon must be found solace here. It is a coincidence that you are here. Will you hear me out of 10? Now I'm good. I see, that is right. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't want to hear what you got to say right now. Not important right now. I got the world to save. Sort of save. I think, can't you find items here? Or, okay. Let me just ignore all this. I really don't need to catch a dust ball, honestly. And honestly, there really isn't anything here. I know you can find items here. I just don't know where you can go, honestly. Of course, this guide isn't for me to show you where you guys can find the items. I just thought you can, but if not, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna ignore it, because the whole point of today is to not find hidden items, because I just can't do a good job of it. Our goal today is to get out of Mount Prye now that we know that Team Aqua and Magma have done their deeds here. So of course the main reason they were here is for the red and blue orb. And pretty much, if you guys have seen the anime, just like in there, the whole point of those items is to awaken the 2 legendary Pokemon. And now that they each possess the one or the other to awaken the respective legendary, of course their goal is to use their Pokemon, that Pokemon's said power to unleash their goals. And if only seeing wild Pokemon would not be one of them. Okay. Okay, that was just bad luck. So now that that's the case, we had to head over back to the Jagged Pass. So we were obviously there before. It was a couple episodes back. It's the connecting route from Mount Chimney to I love grass-type Pokemon. You have any grass-type Pokemon? Oh, you like grass-type Pokemon too, don't you? I'm so happy you can have this for us. Token of our friendship. So before I explain that, if you talk to this lady, you have a grass-type in your team, she gives you a powerful grass-type move, and that is going to be Giga Drain. So of course it is a step above Mega Drain. And Fruitaloon can take advantage of it. Still not a special attacker, so it's not going to do a hefty amount of damage, but it's still a good move to use nonetheless. And this route, if we just continue walking over it, I don't have cut, so you know I can't avoid this. And of course that happens. But of course, double battle time. Mount Prye, where the spirits of Pokemon sleep when your Pokemon sleep. Oh, that sounded kind of cool. When there are no trainers around, I let my Pokemon battle each other. I watch them. Alright, so we have to head back to the Jagged Pass. You know, the connecting one from Mount Chimney to Lava Ridge Town, and that is where that's where Team Magma's secret base is gonna be, and that's where we have to infiltrate. So of course we can stop their evil ways. But first, I'm gonna just do this quick double battle real quick, just because I need that XP. It'll be very helpful to have. Yeah, Duskull might handle this pretty well. It's pretty defensive. Yeah. I also just remembered, since I never really used Vulpix on my team, in really any of my Let's Plays or Pokemon playthroughs ever, I wasn't too familiar with how stat heavy it was. Turns out Ninetales its final evolution is more specially defensive. So that's actually a good thing. I don't mind having that, especially since I have two Pokemon that are physically offensive, being Fruitaloon and Kip, and I have my boy C-Money who's physically defensive and pretty much offensive too. My boy Electrode is extremely fast and somewhat specially offensive, and my boy Oink, just special stats all around. I'm not going to say that Kurama is a heavy hitter, but based on its stats, it's not going to be the most powerful thing we'll have on our team. Of course, Oink is going to be #1 at that, and I would say Electrode and Ninetales, when I get to that final stage, will be the next closest. Can't even take out a Duskull. That's how bulky it is. And honestly, I can't even use Fruitaloon either, because I don't have any other moves to take it out with. So what I'm gonna do is switch. Sorry guys. So just my allergies have been killing me. Yeah, I have no. Okay, I have Mega Drain. I honestly forgot I had that. But I'm confused. matter, give me that HP, get it knocked out. Alright, good. And I take back like a little bit of my health. Just Alright. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that's the only thing I can use. Hopefully bro can take it out. I mean, it can pack a pound punch. It can. I think so. Yeah, there we go. Shove, as long as it wasn't a big net, that probably would have made it live, maybe. But get these two out of here. Alright. So honestly, there really isn't much else I can do here. Right? Other than grab some berries, leopard berries. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I really don't use the berries too much in Pokemon games, just because held items in this gen aren't, well, the berry held items in this gen aren't exactly that great. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore these. Oh, okay, level up soon. Oh, okay, there is this item. Good thing I saw that. Alright, I think I can make my way over real quick. Alright. Okay, so in the interest of time, what I'm gonna do is, because I don't want to spend the whole time getting overhauled, just doing all these battles, and then by the time we make our way over to the hideout, it's gonna be out of time. I'm just gonna pause it right here, so that way once I make my way over there, we will at least be ready for the battle, for the journey of the Magma Hideout. So I'll see you guys in just a quick second. I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, welcome back. So this took a lot longer than I wanted it to, so I had to do two things. And one thing unfortunately happened. I went to go ahead and grab the Firestone that is used to go ahead and evolve Kurama. You find that at the Fiery Path after you obtain Strength, and in order for me to get that, I had to go back to Rusturf Tunnel, back at Verdanturf Town, and use Rock Smash to of course break open the path to use Strength. And that's how you get that. I didn't show it on camera because that was just going to take a long time to get there and do everything back. And along the way to Lava Ridge Town to switch out my party, I unfortunately did a big accident and went through here and unlocked the this hideout for the Team Magma's hideout. Once you have the emblem, once you get near this area, it starts to open on its own and it shows the path. That's why that Team Magma grunt was right there. It was pretty much alluding to something we would have to come back in the future. But regardless, now that we've done everything we needed to do, we can now enter the Magma Hideout. And of course, now it's our job to explore everything going on here and try our best to at least infiltrate as much as we can and stop Team Magma from what they're trying to do. So the reason this is going to take a while is because there's just a lot of puzzles, and with this being the hideout, it's pretty much no secret that Team Magma is just going to be lurking around, hiding and doing their nefarious deeds everywhere. I kind of want to ignore all these battles, so I'm just going to go ahead and put in a super repel because I don't really need to see all this. It's not really useful for us. And yeah, I'm going to worry about all that later. Since I've only played through Emerald once, I don't really remember the puzzle too well here. So in all honesty, this might take me quite a while. But let's appreciate that Team Magma encounter. I like that music. It's just like with the Emerald theme, with Team Aqua having a mix and Team Magma having a mix, it's just so nice to hear. I know you guys can appreciate it. I'm not the only one that stays around like 10 minutes just to hear the theme of like a trainer encounter, a gym leader battle, Elite Four battle, wild Pokemon. It doesn't matter. We always enjoy the music that we do because come on, Pokemon has made some killer beats over the years. This is one of them, in my opinion. But enough of that. Our leader told us to dig into Mount Chimney, so we dug and dug. And of course, in the course of digging, we came across something that blew our minds. What did we find? I'll tell you if you beat me. I don't even remember how many Team Magma grunts there are here, but there's probably a lot of them. And of course, a lot of them are going to be relatively low leveled, and a lot of them are going to be very unevolved. So some of this might take a while. Like I said, when I first played this the first time years back, I don't remember the puzzles and like the layout too well, so a lot of this is just blur, so I really won't remember what I'm doing too much. So take it down. I won't tell you after all, you'll find out when you get there. It'd be better if you save your surprise to the end, don't you think? Then why would you even bother being like that? You're gonna just do that. Alright. I honestly don't even know how many floors there are in Team Magma's hideout, honestly. And honestly, I don't know which way is the right way. I don't even think this. Oh, yeah, that's not even a path. Okay, so you have to see. I told you guys, I don't know. I really don't remember anything about this. Pretty much can only go this way. Only go this way. Hold it right there. You don't really expect me to keep my trap shut, then you won't spy me. I honestly don't even remember how many Magma battles it could be. Probably about 10. And I know we're going to be seeing the admins of the leader, of course, here. This is their freaking hideout for crying out loud. So we're going to be seeing them, like, just run battles, been important battles along the way. As long as my Pokemon can get up to a high level, like that, perfect. Everything's going according to plan. Muddy water. Let me see. It's like Mud Shot, but it's a water type move. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of Mud Slap. It's honestly not going to be that big of a deal for us anymore. Good move, just not useful anymore. Well, as much as we would like it to be at least. In AI battles, it's only for a gimmick or like in very last minute situations, but not too useful, so it's okay to lose it. What? Only Team Magma members were supposed to be here, but you're not dressed in Team Magma uniform. You roused my suspicion. That roused her suspicion. The fact that we didn't wear her clothes. Yeah, I know what I meant. Oh, and we ignore those. We ignore those here. Yeah, Intimidate, but it's okay. At least I have Surf and Muddy Water, so it doesn't matter. Intimidate is really one of the greatest abilities to have been introduced. Lowers your attack upon battle. That's actually very good in many situations. Not too many Pokemon possess it, but the ones that do can take great advantage of it. And some Pokemon like Mightyena who don't have the greatest stats or moves ever also take great benefit from it too. I guess I have no choice. Oh, an intruder. Yes, you got that right. It is me, the intruder. Alright, so since there probably is going to be a lot of these, I'm just going to go ahead and skip around for now. Well, not skip, but more like just pass through, since a lot of it is just Magma battle, Magma run battles. I keep saying the same thing. So these are just ones I can ignore. Once we get to the admins and of course the boss, I'm pretty sure we're going to be fighting them here. That's the major turning point. Ah, an intruder. They both say the same thing. Pretty much have like the same Pokemon too. Too bad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll let Boy handle this. He hasn't had some action yet. And I'll use Psychic. I'll keep Psychic for later. Probably when we get to the bosses, because those are going to have slightly higher level Pokemon and probably a bit more threatening. Just a bit more. Alright, so now that we've done that, move on. I don't think this is the right way. I think that's the... Okay, I really don't know what's the right way or not, honestly. Probably gonna have to do a lot of trial and error at some point. I wouldn't be surprised, like the very first time I play this, I missed a lot of stuff because I just didn't know where to go. Oh, I think this is where one of the items are. Yeah, this, and then we'll see the, yep. When Team Magma has roll call, we get important guardian assignments in the order that we line up. That's why I'm stuck in this corner. I'm always late on roll call. Yo, the reality of just being late. And probably not we get pokes either, so that's to be expected too. Poor guy. Oh, a rare candy, that's a good item. Of course, I never learned my lesson and got rid of my stuff from my bag, but that's okay. You know what, I'll just use my calcium. Might as well. Give it to Road. And I'll give this one to since it is special attack. Alright, take advantage of the rare candy. I might use it later, I'm not going to worry about that now. Probably when we get closer to the Elite Four, that's when I'm going to worry about levels, because that's normally in most Pokemon games, that's when the level gap tends to be at its deepest, is when you get to like after the last gym leader towards like the Elite Four. That's when you notice a small level gap from your Pokemon or your whole teams to theirs. So that was the way for the item. I don't know which other paths are. I think this is one of the important paths. It looks like it. Let me go here. I think this has maybe some trainers. It looks like it. Oh. I can't stand heat. Maybe I should have joined Team Magma instead. You always sound like a trainer. I don't have a bone to pick with you. I'm just following orders. That's pretty much what most people that work in an organization do. Most of the time when they're trying to bother you, it's not because they have a purpose in bothering you. They're pretty much just following orders. You know? It's kind of like how games work. Unless you want to be with them, you're not doing it because you want to. You're doing it because you're basically just supposed to. So that's how games work. I think. I don't know. I'm not no expert, so I don't want to be. I don't want to be deep for that. Okay, so this one was just an item. I mean, a full restore is a decent item to have, not necessarily vital. I'm just gonna get rid of the energy powder. No, I want to get rid of it. There's no point in having it. I'm never gonna really use it. I'd rather use the potions or the full restore. They're way more useful and beneficial. Alright, so not this way, but this way. You can hear tremors here sometimes. Could it be the volcano rattling, or is it grip? Oops, never mind. Okay, so this guy wants to, of course, elaborate on what he's actually talking about. It would have been nice. But of course, since Emerald is like what, almost 20 years old at this point, for those who weren't familiar when this first came out, I definitely wasn't. I didn't play Emerald until years after it was released. But of course, Grout is just a reference to Grout, legendary land Pokemon in the 3rd gen, creator of like the landmass and everything. I really don't know how the story arc for legendaries go. I know for like all the legendaries released in every sequential game has something to do with either time, space, how land was formed, how the earth, or how everything was created. I don't remember all of them, and I don't know the true significance or story for most of them. Like with Groudon and Kyogre, it has something to do with like land and sea, how they were formed. And then when you go back to like, when you go to the next gen, like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, you get the all gear that are responsible for time and space. And Arceus is like the creator of all, and the creator of you that's responsible for life. I don't know this. I don't know the whole story behind all that. I think that's how it goes. I just don't know. I'm not too familiar with like how the Pokemon was supposed to be created in that way. That's just what I'm familiar with. Whether that's true or not, for those who do know, please feel free to correct me. I'm just not sure. But there are so many YouTube videos out there, like theories and ideas how Pokemon was actually supposed to be created, what Pokemon are responsible for creating what. Good reads, just never read them. Or at least I didn't do detailed reads on all of them. Just the ones that are supposed to be familiar with most fan theories and most ideas. So not this way, I'm supposed to go this way. And this is... What did I do to deserve this guard post? My left ear is burning up since he is on the left side right here. Yeah, it's like all the heat. That's not water you can surf on, that's Magma. Our Swampert tried surfing on that. Oof, different story. Alright, so let's ignore that. Get rid of this battle. Alright, yeah. Let me just go ahead and switch. I'll keep Swampert towards here. I'll let Road take over. Fruit of the Loom is just not going to be worth it. Oh, okay, so we are nearing the significant part of the story. At least I think we are. Are we? I don't know. Okay, the drill and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, there's just a bunch of items we can't get. But I think this is, okay, so apart from battle here, battle there, I think this is the part where part of the story, this is part of the next part of the story. So since we are at the time limit, this should actually be a perfectly good time to stop here. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Did hope you enjoyed. And so far today, we entered Team Magma's hideout, and we're learning about a lot of what their goal is, of what they were doing in Mount Prye, pretty much their whole goal of being in home is all about. And with, you know, us being in their hideout, they certainly don't want us to interfere with them, but we're about to. I believe this section down here, once we hit it, we will be, of course, entering Team Magma territory and knowing about all their realistic plans. But we'll learn all about that, and we'll even learn about what Team Aqua is doing. What's up with them? We saw them, but, you know, we haven't seen them since because we're in Team Magma's hideout. Of course, they won't be here. But we'll learn so much more about that and more in the next video. So, guys, this has been your boy Ron, and until next time, we'll finish up exploring the Team Magma hideout and see what even Team Aqua is up to. But we'll see all that later. So until then, I will see you guys then. Take care.